Hi everybody, today we are going to learn how to take accurate trouser measurements. And these are the measurements you'll be taking in order to make or to get a very fitted and well looking trouser or pants, right? So we have the waist measurement, your thigh measurement, your knee measurement, the length of your trouser, and as well, most importantly, your crouch depth. And to start that, you take the waist measurement, your waist measurement, making sure you have just a finger underneath. But while making a trouser, it has to be tight on the waist. You know that, right? Okay. And your hip measurement is included too. You need your hip measurement if you're making a fitted trouser. But what I'm wearing is more like a pleated or a very free jumpsuit, but it's also a trouser. Then you have your thigh measurement. In order to get your thigh measurement, you take the tape around like this. Take the tape in this way. Make sure it's getting to the lowest part of your hip, not the highest part. You can take it to this point. You don't need to get this side. Just take it to this part and get your thigh measurement. You also have your knee measurement, your ankle measurement if you're making a fitted trouser. And to get your crouch depth, you can divide your hip measurement by 4 and add 1 inch to that. Or you can also find a flat surface. You can tell the customer to sit at a flat surface. Then you measure from the hip to the top of the flat surface that you're sitting on, right? Measure from the waistline. Measure from the waistline on to the top of the flat surface. Just sit upright. Measure from your waistline and onto the top of the flat surface. And this is it. I have about 12 inches. And 12 inches is perfect. So like I said, to get your pant trouser measurement, all you need is your waist measurement, your hip measurement, your crotch depth or your crouch line measurement, your thigh or your lap measurement, your knee measurement, and of course your ankle measurement. You also need the length of your trouser, the full length of your trouser, right? Take it from the waist down to the full length, right? Okay? So you get your waist measurement. You have your waist measurement like this. You have to make it fitted. If you're making a trouser, you want the waist to be slightly tight. Then you take your hip measurement, you also take your thigh measurement or your lap measurement like this. Take it like this. Take it like this. Close to your hip or even on top of the lower part of your hip. Then you take your knee measurements as well as your ankle measurements, right? And while taking your knee measurements, you want to make sure that you are able or your customer is able to move her legs. So if you have 12 inches as your crotch depth for a normal trouser, if you want to make a jumpsuit, you want to add, if you have a jumpsuit, you want to make a jumpsuit, you just add 2 inches to whatever your crouch line measurement is. 2 inches is perfect for any kind of jumpsuit you want to make. Just 2 inches to your actual crouch depth measurement. So my normal crouch
measurement is about 12 inches. So adding 2 inches will make it a total of 14 inches. So I use 14 inches crouch depth measurement to make this jumpsuit. Is that okay?